2025 Forest Grove School District Board of Directors meeting is called to order at 5:32 p.m. Roll call of board members present. Val? Here. Brad?
Here.
I am here. Paula? Here. Mark is absent tonight and excused, and Kate is absent and excused as well. Safe travels to both of them. If we can all rise to the flag for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, I'd like to ask if there are any modifications of tonight's agenda.
Yes, we do have a couple of modifications for tonight. There will be no student representative, board, or superintendent report tonight, and we will reschedule the presentation that was scheduled for calc tonight. So we'll move right into the consent agenda.
All right,
I move to approve the modified agenda as presented.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All right, we don't have any unscheduled public appearance tonight. We will move to approval of the consent agenda. The consent agenda is made up of routine, non-controversial items to be voted on under one motion. Are there any items within the consent agenda a board member or superintendent wishes to discuss separately?
No, thank you.
Seeing none, all in favor say
But
aye.
I move that we approve the consent agenda.
And I second it.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, we are going to move right to action items. And we'll first welcome Director Clute, Director of Finance and Operations, with scholarship account closures.
So tonight we have for you the scholarship account.
Could you
closures.
turn it on?
Is it on?
No.
Okay, is it on? No? No? Sorry. So we've been working through trying to close old bank accounts that we've had open as part of one of our audit findings that we've had several years in a row now. And looking through our accounts, we have about 15 different accounts for scholarship funds, savings accounts, CDs that have been out there long before my time, well over 10 years, that we have not had any activity on. They're not gaining enough interest or enough capacity to be able to serve a scholarship account long-term. And so we engaged with the Education Foundation, where we direct new scholarships to now. So we haven't had any new ones out of the district in several years. We partner with the Education Foundation to run a lot of those scholarship accounts now. And so in talking with them, they would be able to take these funds and invest them and provide actual scholarships to students on an ongoing basis for the upcoming several years. One of which would be for many years until the funds would expire, but they have the capacity to be able to invest the funds and actually serve students with active scholarships. So tonight what we have for you is just the approval to close these bank accounts and transfer the funds to the Education Foundation to manage ongoing.
Questions? All right, do I have a motion to approve the district to close associated bank accounts and CDs and release the described scholarship funds to the Education Foundation of Forest Grove for future management and investment?
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, motion passes. Item number 2.
The next up is the depository account resolution. We've been working again to close old bank accounts and look at our current banking services. Our goal in the process through this spring was, one, to consolidate the bank accounts, reduce our annual fees, receive credit card rebates. Our current BMO accounts don't get rebates on all of our credit card purchases. Improve our overall service with our account representative, and then our overall online banking and credit card platforms, looking at what options we have out there for those services. We received proposals from Washington Federal Bank, First Interstate Bank, and BMO, and after reviewing all of the requirements and what we're looking for, our recommendation is to have Washington Federal Bank as our primary banking, and then have a local BMO account as a potential depository account here that we can use in Forest Grove. The resolution attached authorizes us to use Washington Federal Bank as a depository account. This would, in fact, reduce a lot of our current bank fees. We would be able to consolidate a lot of our operations, hopefully get rid of that audit comment. And their online platforms are just more user-friendly from our experience of interviewing and working with the 3 different banks, so.
Questions?
So I mean, it says, what you guys are asking for is us to approve Washington Federal, but we don't have to say anything about having BMO as the local branch, that's,
We already have
okay.
BMO as an approved account, so we wouldn't need any action on BMO's side. We don't have any current bank accounts with Washington Federal, so the action is to allow us to use them as a banking.
Like, where would we go if we had to go to Washington Federal, or, I mean, do they have anything local, or?
The closest branch is next to the Winkos in Hillsborough. So
Okay.
it's not
Yeah,
very
that's not
far outside of our boundary, but for petty cash and certain items like that, having a local branch would be helpful.
Okay, and a lot of savings in the week. Great, okay, thank you.
All right, do I have a motion to approve Washington Federal as an approved banking institution for Forest Grove School District?
So moved.
Second?
Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, we'll move on to item number 3. Project Clark HVAC control. Wait, it's still Director Cooley. And also Mark.
I have Mark coming up here just in case there's any questions. He's available to answer
I
them.
was like, I haven't really seen Mark sit at the table up here with you, but welcome, Mark.
Sit up straight. Thank you.
That way he's here if there is any questions that you might have. The first one we have tonight is the Harvey Clark HVAC controls. This is utilizing a cooperative agreement with Omnia through with Train, and the amount is $149,700. It would be using bond funds for the summer 2025.
Questions? Do I have a motion to approve the purchase agreement with Train for the amount of $149,700 utilizing bond funds?
So moved.
Second. Discussion? And all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The next one is the Harvey Clark mini splits. It's the second component of the HVAC improvements at Harvey Clark for the summer of 2025. And this is again using a cooperative agreement through Train, and the amount is $223,200.
Questions?
So this work is going to go on during the summer, you said, Eileen?
Is this air conditioning?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great, they'll be so
Ooh.
excited. I was like, I thought it was a split, maybe, but.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve the purchase agreement with Train for the amount of $223,200 utilizing bond funds?
So moved.
Second?
Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, irrigation replacement.
Next up is the Forest Grove High School irrigation replacement, and this would be for the football practice field, JV soccer and JV baseball fields. The work would happen this summer. We've been working with Pacific Sports Turf to design and quote the project. It is using a cooperative agreement through KCDA. The cost is $376,544. It would use bond funds and be done this summer.
Is there no irrigation there right now?
There is. Brad and Mark can probably talk more about the issues out there with the current field and irrigation systems. Go for it.
So the irrigation is as old as the building, and it has actually had rocks go through the system and just blow up a lot of the valves. The valve run through the middle of the football field and the middle of the soccer field, which shouldn't be set up that way, but when they put that in, those weren't soccer and football fields at that time. So the idea is to put a new system in, get the valves off to the side, out of the way of the athletes, and put a usable system in there. It hasn't been for the last at least 5 years.
But when they put in the newer fields, like the softball and varsity baseball, that has the irrigation system, and
That's-
that's all set up correctly. So
That's
we
a
don't
separate
have to,
system.
right, we don't, so it's 2 different systems, we don't have to worry about that, that's already good to go. It's
It's
just,
Walton Valley irrigation water. One feeds the north fields, and that's a newer system, obviously a newer system. But the one that feeds the high school is old.
okay,
Yeah.
all right, thanks.
Yep.
All right, do I have a motion to approve the procurement of the irrigation system replacement for the Forest Grove High School fields with Pacific Sports Turf for $376,544?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, town hall fee structure.
Okay, this one is a procurement amendment. We had already brought the Tom McCall play structure to the board a few months back. This one is amending it. The original quote didn't have the tile surfaces included. The drawings and all the prints had them in there, but the quote itself didn't have it. So the new contractor amount is $174,618.97, and it is still within budget.
Okay, it says the quote did not include the tile service supplies, equipment, and installation. What did the quote include?
The vendor had kept the chip service in the quote of the original one, so he hadn't, there was just an error in the original quote.
But so the first quote still did have the equipment and the installation. It just didn't have the flooring or the ground cover?
It had, the equipment and the installation of the equipment was in it, but the tile surface itself and the installation of the tile surface was
Okay.
not.
Yeah, the way this is written, it's like,
Um,
it says the quote did not include the tile service supplies, equipment. So you're talking specifically about the tile service,
being.
equipment, and installation.
I think they quoted chips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had quoted chips, and there's a pretty big price difference between
Yeah, I
chips and, so the new amount is $174,000.
Okay, and that's for, quote includes playground structure, and that's what, so this is for the playground that's by, east.
Tom McCall East out by the
Yeah, by
highway
the-
and the baseball fields.
Yeah. So they still are gonna do the pickleball lines and court. Great, cool, thanks.
Do I have a motion to approve the procurement amendment for the Tom McCall play structure replacement equipment with Northwest Playground for $174,618.97?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Is this the same company that put in the equipment here?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
They're on notice.
Yeah, good.
I was like, we're good.
Yeah, good.
All in favor? All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
And for Fern Hill, asphalt.
Oh, I still have one more.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
sorry. I thought it was done. The last one I have is Firm Hill Asphalt. This one is through Haas Paving for $68,960. It is for the Firm Hill bus loop for the summer of 2025 using bond funds.
No questions?
No. I'll just give Ellie another shout out for making great use of all those bond funds.
I'll second.
All in favor? Director Clute, using great. Okay, no, sorry. All right. Do I have a motion to approve the procurement of Fern Hill Bus Loop Asphalt Project with Haas Paving for $68,960?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
Are you done for real?
That is it. Thank you both. Neil Armstrong Middle School and Forest Grove High School new course proposals. Director of Teaching and Learning, Arturo Lomeli. Director of Teaching and Learning, I've been practicing, Ryan Berg, Assistant Principal at Forest Grove High School, but no, I mean, Ryan's not here, it's on the list. But who is here is Juliana Kelly, Principal at Neils. Welcome.
Good evening, Board. Good evening. As you might recall, last board meeting, we brought to you some new course recommendations for the middle school and high school. Mr. Burke was here presenting on behalf of the middle school. So tonight we're coming back to you for approval of those new courses, and Juliana is here to answer any questions specific to the middle school. Otherwise, forward.
Any questions? All right, do I have a motion to approve the Neil Armstrong Middle School and Forest Grove High School new courses as proposed?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you both. Yes, and we're going to move to first read policy updates with Dr. West.
I just want to point out that there are a host of policy updates within your packet. These are first reads, as has been our practice for many years. The policy committee, which is comprised of Vice Chair Andusky and Director Everett, have already reviewed these policies, and that's why they're being brought forth. If you have any questions about the policies between now and when we bring them back for action, please feel free to reach out to our policy committee or to me directly. And the first read for the Community Alternative Learning Center name change will be brought back at the next board meeting when they can complete the presentation.
Okay.
All right, there being no further business tonight, the meeting is adjourned at 6:48 p.m.
5:48.
Or, and 5:48, 5:48. Strike that from the record, the 6:48.
You're just shocked at us.
We'll replace with 5:48, yeah, that's very rare.
You're
All right.
like, wait,